Friday, I thought I would do a quick recap of last week's, which was the FabFitFun box, and share with you what all was in that box. And also I can give you a discount code that will give you $10 off if you do a FabFitFun box. I'm really enjoying mine. Everyone who likes this video, shares this video, or makes a comment, good morning Kim, 2 Kims in a row. Everyone that likes, shares, or comments will be entered into a contest. And today, special prize, we're doing an Anthony Wayne giveaway. 2 CDs of Anthony Wayne. He has a new band, it's really exciting, called Anthony Wayne Vibe. And I want to invite you all, 4th of July, I believe it's 6 p.m., downtown Kingsport, Anthony Wayne Vibe will be playing there on the stage for the Kingsport 4th of July celebration. So that's super exciting. Good morning, Christy. And Anthony Wayne Vibe first, and after that we have Virginia Ground playing. So that's super exciting. Good morning to Jermaine Johnson. So today's giveaway in honor of that 4th of July spectacular downtown Kingsport, we have Anthony Wayne CDs, the double single with Roll and Be Kind, and his original solo single, Bury Who We Are. So we have both of these. Whoever wins today, the drawing today, will win these. And then I also have an awesome refrigerator magnet and an Anthony Wayne sticker. So the winner of today's prize drawing will get an Anthony Wayne prize package. Hello to Gail Trent. Last week I mentioned Gail's book series, and she sent a beautiful package in the mail today, this week to me. And I was going to show her books. So you can go to the official website. You can go to gailleeson.com or gailtrent.com because she works under the both author names. And she is a Bristol girl and a published author, just a prolific writer. And she writes really fun stories. She has a bunch of series that are theme related. This one, Honey Baked Homicide, and it even includes Southern baked recipes in here. And then this is a new series, Hightail It to Kinsey Falls, and this is a new series, and that I'm really excited about that. And it was super fun because in with the package that she gave me with the Kinsey Falls, which is as a chick lit series set in a retail space turned into a housing apartment complex, I believe is the way it works. But she gave me this Finding Ferdinand Kinsey Falls lipstick. So I'm going to put this on at the very end of my Fab Friday, and she sent this little lipstick to go along with this book, Kinsey Falls, the Kinsey Falls book series. So you can go to gailtrent.com or gailleeson.com and find those books. So awesome, awesome. I haven't read these yet. I have a hard time sitting still long enough to read, but I am making this a goal for the weekend to read one of these books. And then next Friday, I will give away these books. These will be the giveaway next week, but I don't want to give them away until I've read them. And maybe we can get Gail to send a new lipstick to go along with that. So that is a little bit of the morning announcements away. My sister Karen, if you remember, me practicing doing the morning announcements. I did them when I was in high school, and I did a little practicing in the bathroom. So doing this kind of thing, speaking and sharing in front of other people is something that I really enjoy. It's something that is just really fun for me, and I've been super excited to share makeup tips as I run into people out and about. Tons of people. I mean, we've literally gotten thousands of views, and people are saying that they're enjoying the Fab Friday videos and putting some of the tips and tricks to use. A2P6. That will be the code that you can enter in under my name. That will give you $10 off if you decide to order the FabFitFun. And that will bring this to $39. Now, what made me think after all this time seeing the FabFitFun boxes, what made me want to order it was this. My grandma always had a train case, and my grandma's she shared with me a lot of beauty secrets, and so things that she liked to do, I like to emulate. So I have this, this made me want to order the FabFitFun, this train case, which is absolutely darling. So I got the entire box with everything in the FabFitFun box for $39 with my discount code. This train case, if you order this on the Yumi Kim website, is $58. So actually, you get everything else in there as a bonus. It's like they're paying you $10 to buy it. Let me show you some features of the train case. This comes in the FabFitFun box. Good morning, Karen. Good morning to Sherri. All right, so you see here in the top, there's 2 zippers. And the top zipper opens it up where you have a little zippered panel. And then this is awesome right here. Let's see. You have a place to put your brushes. Now, you all know I have my own organizing makeup compact, which is awesome. But if you're going away for the weekend and you want to take more things, this would actually fit all of your makeup, your brushes. You could put shampoo, your conditioner, toothbrush, like everything you need for an entire weekend would fit into here. So I love that you have the space to put your brushes and then cover them. One of the reasons why I developed my own makeup bag was to keep everything in one place and to keep your brushes safe. Some girls would come to me, young girls, and they would come to me for makeup lessons, and I would see their brushes just everywhere, everything all just jammed into their caboodle, brushes just frayed out. It's important to keep your brushes neat and clean. And a lot of times when I'm working, I actually have a baby wipe and I keep the brushes clean as I'm working. And then I always store them either in this or in my own organizing makeup bag so that everything stays nice and flat and the bristles don't get bumped around and they don't get frayed. This will make your brushes literally last for years and years. So as we know, if we take good care of things, things last longer for us. So a little bit more on the initial investment on buying things to take care of, but then it will last much, much longer. So that's wonderful. So top story here for brushes. Then the bottom here is actually absolutely filled. I mean, it's amazing how much you can fill in here. More than enough for an entire weekend. So this is one of the items in the FabFitFun box. You get the train case. Now inside this train case, I've packed some of the items that come in the FabFitFun. So in here I also have some of my own things that I'm going to be using today. My foundation, my Luminous foundation, awesome. Can't wait to get my makeup on. My organizing makeup palette. So these are my things. But in the FabFitFun package, we have an Orlando Pita spray and play. This is a heat protector. So you can use this to protect your hair from all of the environment, whether it be the sun, heat, styling, all of those things. Good morning, Paula. Good to see all of you all. I see Janice and Catherine, my beautiful clients. I think I'm gonna miss a little bit on this hair right now. Now, this, you know, sometimes when you wake up in the morning and you have a little bit of bedhead and your hair tends to be a little bit frizzy, a spray like this adds moisture and protection back in, and it can give you a little bit of shine and kind of tame down that morning frizziness. So if you wake up with that kind of look. So I cut my hair this week, and then yesterday I shampooed and curled it, and then today I woke up and just brushed it, and this is kind of like the second day bedhead. But you can see when I spray that, this it's called Play Atmos Shield. It just kind of tamed down that frizziness, so it will give me extra shine and heat protection. This comes in the FabFitFun box. I do like this. Alrighty. Let's see what else comes in here. This sunscreen. This is an organic sun care from Kula Sport sunscreen, and this is specifically for your face. Now you all know it's very important to wear sunscreen on your face and all over your body, but especially protecting your face. So I get a little bit of this because, and especially, you know, areas that stick out, sometimes we can get sunburn right there on the forehead, but I'm gonna go ahead and rub a little bit of this all over. Good morning to Miss Robin. Smells nice, feels good. Alrighty, so protecting, this comes in our FabFitFun box. Good morning to Cindy. Always awesome to see my friends here in the mornings. Now this is something else that's in the FabFitFun box. This is body caviar. It actually looks like black caviar, but this is a body scrub. It's only named body caviar because it looks like caviar, but it's made with black Hawaiian black lava. And so you can put this in your shower, and it's kind of a gritty texture because of the Hawaiian black lava. And then you can use that to exfoliate your skin. Now, anytime that we're putting on moisturizers, it's very important to use an exfoliator, at least, I think for your face, at least once a week. I use the Mary Kay microdermabrasion. I keep that in my shower, do that once a week. And then a nice body exfoliator at least once a week. Maybe you could set like maybe Sundays for your exfoliation day. You can do it more often, but at least once a week to help remove the dead skin cells. Then when you put your moisturizer on your body and your face, all the ingredients soak in deeper. It's like clinically proven. So it's important to remove the dead skin cells before you put the moisture back on. So that's awesome little gift in the FabFitFun box. Now let's see what else we have. And all of this with the discount code, let's see, discount code FA2P6, you get $10 off. It makes everything, all this, $39. Now let's see what else we have in here. This was really cool. This is the Foreo Luna Folio. Actually is a facial cleanser that works with Bluetooth. So it is like pretty advanced. And I haven't read all the directions, but I'll get back with you on this. But it sounds really interesting. But it's gonna take a little research and a little studying for me to pair this with Bluetooth, and somehow it knows what your skin is like, and this will help to exfoliate. It's really cool. It has little tiny nubbies there. So, I'm not quite sure about this, but this comes free. It's like the world debut in the FabFitFun box. So exciting to get things very first, you know, as world debuts. And let's see what else. Okay, there was a couple things. Oh, this little guy was really cute. This was in the box. Minor History is a brand that has like purses and travel gear, and this is a little wallet that you can use for a wristlet, and then inside here you can carry just your essentials. Maybe you're, you know, going to a music festival or something, and you only want to just carry your ID and a credit card and a little bit of cash money, and you carry it right here, and you don't have to carry your heavy purse. So that comes in there, really cute little gift from Minor History. There was this from Pier 1, pretty cute, a little dish, marble dish with gold edges, all of this in the FabFitFun box, and I'm going to use this in my kitchen as a spoon rest when I'm cooking, so I think that is sweet. But you could use it, set it, you know, maybe in your bathroom to put your rings and earrings on, you know, that kind of thing. So super cute. That was also in the FabFitFun box. We had this, which is the Tardius, and it's a tiny baby palette, and it's super cute. I wore these colors yesterday. I really like them a lot. Some warm shades, you can see here. These nice warm shades. There are 3 matte shades and 3 shimmer shades. And this little tiny little baby palette with the mirror, in the FabFitFun box, and also, God, they named this after me, Sex Kitten. Just kidding. Sex Kitten eyeliner, and this is a nice fine tip if you're wanting to do cat eye and nice delicate lining. So this is also in the box. So that was an amazing haul from this month's FabFitFun box, and you can get that for $39 if you use my discount code. So moving on from all of that, let's go ahead and start some makeup. Got my sunscreen on. My face is prepped. Let's see what we're going to do. Now, about a month or so ago, I did a little bit of microblading on my eyebrows, so I haven't had to fill them in nearly as much. So that has been a real blessing. I'm just kind of playing around with that, and I'm excited about that and getting trained to be able to do that. Good morning, JoJo. Let's see here what we want to do. I was thinking, I always talk about doing a natural look, and then it always ends up being not natural. But what would we do if we want to have just the minimal amount of makeup? What would we put on? I think a little bit of foundation, a little bit of mascara, maybe a little bit of lip color. So I picked out a really pretty natural looking lip color from Macy and Mia, DJ Victory, and a beautiful gloss to go over that. And this comes from her Playtime is Over collection. Good morning, Gracie. Thank you all for saying hello and for being here. And don't forget, everyone who shares the video, likes the video, and makes a comment will be entered into a contest to win an Anthony Wayne prize package. Get a little coffee here. This is my first big speaking engagement since my cold, or whatever that thing was. It hit my chest like a train. Terrible. All right, I think I'm going to get started first with my Superwear Gel Eyeliner, and this is part of my own private label. This eyeliner is awesome, and I'm going to go over just close to the lash line. And I love this because you barely have to touch. I don't like it if an eyeliner you have to push really hard and tug. Thank you, Gail. I appreciate that. And Gail did confirm she's going to beef up the prize package next week. Whoever, for next week, the prize package will be the Gail Trent reading exciting package, so that's exciting. Good morning to you, Miss Alexis. I know you asked me this week about my Luminous foundation, and a lot of Sherri's followers do use the Luminous foundation. This color is Buff. I have it in 3 shades in stock in Buff, which is the lightest shade, Tender, the medium shade, and then there's one more shade that's a little bit darker for if you have a tiny bit more suntan. But it's amazing because it just goes on luminous, just gives a glow to your complexion, has number 15 sunscreen, which is helpful, and also it gives kind of helps to smooth everything, but it doesn't completely cover and make you look like you're wearing a mask. Because you all know I really like for your own skin to shine through. All right, so I did the eyeliner. I did on the top, just above my eyelashes, and then I always like to go on the waterline, which is right here. And this Superwear Gel liner works really good on the waterline. And it's always important to get this little bit right here, and you can even go up under the lashes. This is called the tight line. Now, eyeliner is going to help your lashes look thicker and to define your eyes. This is black. I also carry this liner in some other colors. But keeping that in mind, I like to start with a black liner or start with the liner and then go back and add color to that. All right, now let's see here. What color? Let's work out of our tardiest right here. And I'm going to use this color, this little kind of, I'm going to work with these purple shades. Now, whenever you start with your gel liner first, and I'll do the demo, I love to do this demo. If you start with your gel liner first, okay? If you kind of smudge that out, and on top of that, add your color, the color goes into that liner and it shows a lot more bold, okay? So that's actually what I'm going to be doing, using the liner to accentuate the color of that shadow. So if I do the shadow by itself, it's much more sheer. See the difference there? So I did a photo shoot this week with Grayson Blackmore, and she said that she worked with a makeup artist once that did all of her makeup just with using their hands. And I thought, I think I might do that. I'm going to use my hands for a lot of things. So I'm going to use my finger here, swirl it into this color, and then rub that over my lid, okay? So you see it sticks a little more close. So rather than looking like I have a black line, now I've got that color. Here I go using color again. I thought it was going to be a natural look, she says. I just love color. Alrighty, so I have the line first, and then I swirl that color over the top. Now, especially you note this, whenever you have colors that have shimmer to them like this, if you apply it with your finger, you're going to get a more opaque finish. So anytime it's going to like really, you're going to get more color, more pigment. So anytime you want to really apply something that has a little bit of shimmer and you really want it to shine, just use your fingertip, because brushes diffuse things and give a lighter, more sheer coverage, and your fingertip will allow that to go on heavier and more opaque. Alrighty, so how are we liking that so far? Working with purples and reds and coppers are always really good on your eyes because it brings out your eye color. Now I'm going to switch out, and I am going to use a brush. I'm going to go for a fluffy brush, and I've got this stored here in the top of my little train case. Now this kind of fluffy brush is good for coloring in the crease anytime you want to do like a transition shade. Now let's start off with a lighter shade first. If you start with a lighter shade first and kind of go back and forth like a windshield wiper motion, the transition shade helps to make things blend a little better. Now I could have started with a whole color on my eye, a whole eyelid, and if I would have done that, maybe use that, or maybe gone with a lighter shade. But I just like having things like really basic and fast. Now let's go in here with this. Let's go back and take this little orange shade here. Now these little shadow colors come in the Summertime FabFitFun box. So I'm going just to the edge and around. Now, if you bring things down, I want you to see this. It gives the illusion of going down. But if I bring this on the up a little bit, see if I bring that up, actually brings the eye shape upwards. So I like to kind of bring this over and up just a little bit. Okay. That helps to bring the eye shape up. Now let's see, that was with those matte shades, and we'll just go back and forth just to blend that out just a little more. Good morning to Lisa. You were last week's winner. Good morning, Mel. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Now, a lot of people say eyes first or foundation first. You can get fallout whenever you're doing your eyeshadow. That's when the colors drop down. If you do your eyes first, one thing, I think you need less foundation because you don't feel like you have to mask everything. And also, you can wipe up that fallout. So it makes it easy if you do your eyeshadow and you complete your eyes first. So I'm gonna just go in with that transition shade and just go underneath a little bit. Okay, I like how these colors, these warm kind of oranges, are picking up the color of my necklace here. This is something that Josh did. It's got a carving. It's pretty cool. All right, now let's see here. What else? You know, I think that's all I'm going to do. I just don't think you have to do a lot to make a difference. So I've got those colors there. Now I'm going to go in with one of my favorite mascaras, the Voluminous Butterfly Sculpt. And I don't know how, but I have two little kitties, and seems like every time I do something around my eyes, there's a little bit of kitten fur on it. Like, where does kitten fur come from? It follows me everywhere. All right, so when we do our mascara, we're going to start at the base of your lash and zigzag it up. Zigzag it up. So you kind of put right at the base and zigzag it up, and that helps you to actually get curl and separation and length to your lashes. This mascara works really well, but it's important to start right at the base, and I like to close my eyelid down and then scissor up. Oh, there's Channing. I got to see your mom this week. That was awesome. She said you had your own practice in Abingdon. I'm so proud of you. So exciting to see all these beautiful young people grow up and get careers and do amazing things. All right, so here is our mascara. If you have to, you can go back and do a second coat. Just pushing all the way up from the root of the lash to the ends. Now, for me, I do not do well with artificial lashes. I love them on people. Good morning to Miss Nancy. I love lashes on people, but for some reason, I don't do well with them. So what I do for my lashes is I do use the Lash Serum Latisse, and I put it on every few days, not every day, but maybe every second or third day. And I normally already have long lashes, and you know, I always say this gives me the lashes I had when I was a teenager, which were long. So I love it. And then this mascara, this L'Oreal Butterfly Sculpt, really brings those lashes out. All right, so that's all we're doing with that. Now, I'll take my little wipe, and in case I had any fallout, I'll go underneath here and wipe, and I did. So that's a good thing about when you put your shadow on, if you have any drop down, you can go back in with your wipe and wipe that away. So then you're not going to be messing your foundation up because we haven't done any foundation yet. Now let's work with our Sherri Jessee Luminous Foundation. And I'm going to apply this with my fingers too. You know, some people like to use a brush, some people like to use a sponge, some people like to use a beauty blender. I like to use my fingers, and I put one squirt, I put them together, and then I kind of dot this on, and then I can see that I have, when I put my fingers together, then I have the exact same amount on both sides, and I'm kind of like dotting this on and then just smoothing that out. So you can see that that helped to cover where I had redness, and then whatever, I haven't gone back to the well for more, I'm just using what I have here on my face and kind of just softly blending that out, okay? So this is luminous. I have a little bit of shine to my face. It helped to even out. Let's do just a tiny bit more. Right here, this is where I have a little redness. You know, it's always funny because we cover the redness and then we go back and add it in with our blush, but going back, and I'm just tapping, tapping, tapping. I don't like much on my forehead. There's really not much to cover. My redness is right here. So in just kind of tapping this on, you definitely see that I have improved the look of my skin. A nice luminous coverage. Again, this has 15 SPF. This is the lightest shade. Probably for summertime, I could bump it up to the color Tender. I think that would be nice. Now I'm going to go in. This is a Latisse that I use every few days on my lashes. It's nice. Love that. I get that from Brooke Bentley in Johnson City. Now, the Tarte Shape Tape, we could use this for an under eye concealer, or another one that I've been loving lately is the Bye Bye Under Eye, and this comes, it's a concealing pot. I think I'm gonna work with this, and you just dab into it, and then I'm just going to just tap this under my eyes. And sometimes I will use this Bye Bye Under Eye concealer in the pot. I will even use this for a little bit more of my coverage for foundation if I need to. Kind of tap that on. Anytime you kind of use that tapping motion, it kind of just helps to press things in. Okay. How are we looking so far? Good? You guys approving? Are you ready for a great weekend? All right, so we've got luminous foundation. We did a little bit of under eye concealing. Let's see, I think I loaded in, they're almost worn out, but I loaded in, I've got 3 blush colors right here. These are all Mary Kay blush colors, and I absolutely love them. This kind of watermelon shade with a highlighter, awesome, and I do sell these, thank you, Mel. This Shy blush is peachy with golden hints, and this right here, Strawberries and Cream, is a beautiful pink. Love those blushes. And these are all they're metal, so they fit into the magnetic palette, and I can carry just what I want. And I love to be able to change the colors out according to what I need. Thank you, Gracie. Gives the perfect glow, right? Thank you so much. So I'm going to add a little bit of this. I think, like I did bring a little bit of powder. I have been loving this KKW powder. So let's get a little bit of this out. Whew, got that kind of full. Let's see here. I'm gonna put a tiny bit of powder, not a lot. Let's see. I do have drier skin, obviously. I'm going on 55. When you're a woman with a few years under your belt, to get a little bit more dryness. So I don't like to put a ton of powder, but just a little bit. So I'm gonna like pat into this and then dab it off. And then do just a little under my eyes, because that will help to set what I've done. You know that KKW way, you put everything on and then you bake it. And that's when you put the powder on and let it soak in. And then you can brush off the excess. But I'm not putting a ton on, just like a light bit. But what you find is that will help this to really stay. And I do like the KKW powder. It's very, very finely milled. I did a side-by-side test to the Laura Mercier. I do think it's a tiny bit more finely milled. But it's a lot more expensive because the amount you get is tiny compared to the Laura Mercier is a bigger amount. So if you're really watching your budget, I'd say stick with the Laura Mercier. But if you want to kind of splurge, I do like this powder. Miss Linda, the concealer I used is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye in the concealing pot. It's called the concealing pot, and it is fabulous. You just barely tap, and it gives very nice luminous coverage. And all of the IT Cosmetics have collagen in them, so they have kind of age-defying products in them. I'm going to go in with this blush right here. Just love this one. And do a little bit of smiling, and we'll just put a little blush there. I always say tap, 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 tap. Good morning, Lydia. So this blush is so pretty. It's called Shy Blush, and I do have this available on my website, sherryjessee.com. It is actually a Mary Kay product, and it is side-by-side comparison to the NARS Orgasm blush, which is one of the top sellers, but it's just, and much cheaper. I believe it's $12 on my website and fits right into the magnetic palette. So I love that. And you can see I've used it quite a bit. I need to replace that. But it actually has a little bit of golden undertones to it, and so as I put the blush on, you can see that that really gives me automatically already some extra glow. So it's almost like simultaneously applying your blush and a little bit of highlight or glow product to your skin, which I love that. So one of my very favorite colors, and that is the Shy Blush. That's what that's called. All right, now, I think that's all I'm going to do. Now, let's see. I have a little bit, let's add a tiny bit more. This also have this on my website, and this is a little twofer guy. You got two colors in here. You have the blush, which is very pink, and then you have this right here, which is your highlighter, and I might add just a tiny bit more. Now, I have to be careful and not adding the highlight too high up there on the cheekbone, because then I go into my, I guess those are called your crow's feet or your smile lines. But you know, it's all about the glow these days, so I do want to put some glow a little bit down my nose here, a little bit here on the chin. The name of that blush color is Shy Blush, and this is called Ripe Watermelon. I love this too. I think I'll add just a tiny bit of that. Look at there, just tiny bit. Honestly, these colors are so pigmented that you barely have to touch. Just tap, tap, and that's all you need. All right, so how about that? Are we looking good on our blush, our nice glowing look? And these fit into my magnetic palette. Love that, because that's all you need to carry. You don't have to carry a lot of stuff. Just take the colors that you want. Perfect for travel. Hope you guys are getting to do some traveling this summer, since it's summertime and everybody doing their vacations. Now, final touch. We'll do a little recap, what we've talked about today, before I get my lip color on. We did the FabFitFun box, and I've been using out of my awesome train case. Love that. All the fun gifts, including the Orlando Pita spray for the hair that really helped to take down that bed head and give me a nice shine. All the fun things in there. You can use your discount code to get $10 off. Now, this week's prize package, 2 Anthony Wayne CDs, awesome. Be sure to go to the Kingsport 4th of July extravaganza, and you'll get to see Anthony's new band, the Anthony Wayne Vibe. That is this week. Is 4th of July on Wednesday? I think so. So I hope to see you there. Then we went through, and let's see, what else? Next week's prize, going to be a literature prize with our Gail Trent books. Awesome. Now we're going to go in with our final touch. Do I use setting spray for my makeup? You know, I usually don't, but sometimes I do, and especially, I carry this in my own line. This is a hydration mist, and this helps to, especially if you've used powders, a lot of people will use a setting spray, and that helps everything to set your makeup. This hydration mist is called Hydration H3 Mist, and I do have this on my website. This will help once you put your makeup, the powder to set it. This helps everything to keep from looking too powdery, and you can carry this in your purse and just refresh as the day goes on. Thank you for reminding me that. Now let's go in for the final touch for today's Fab Friday. Thank you for joining me. This is the Macy and Mia Cosmetics from DJ Victory, and the name of this color is Jessica. Perfect color for these kind of warm, peachy shades on the eye. This is first time using this. It's a little bit kind of like a peachy shade. So that is super fun. Now, it's really interesting with today's technology, with makeup, you can do a liner, but these liquid lipsticks have such opaque coverage that you don't necessarily have to do a liner, because you can get right to the edge and get 100% opaque coverage. And when I apply my lip color, I do like to go outside of my lip line. So I go right to, you know, it's right at the edge of my lip. And just slightly outside, which helps my lips to look fuller. You like that? And then you always want to make sure that your coverage, that you have your lips looking symmetric. I had a doctor say one time, if you fold yourself in half, nothing will match up. And you know, that's just kind of the way that our bodies are made. But what we want to do when we apply our makeup is do the best we can to make things look symmetric. Thank you, Jan, I appreciate that. Summertime is a good time for short, sassy haircuts. So I just want to kind of look side to side and make sure I have good symmetry. Now, I forget who it was I said to it this week, but always the best tip you can do is to wear a smile, because a smile will work better than any kind of injections or facelift or makeup or anything. If you have a smile, you project beautiful energy, and that will make you look prettier and younger and nicer all around. So always remember to wear your smile. It's your best accessory. So that lip color, I believe this is a matte color. I'm going to add just a teeny bit of gloss. You all know I love my liquid lip matte colors. But this is a beautiful lip gloss from Macy and Mia, and you can get that at macyandmia.com. It's part of DJ Victory's new line called Playtime is Over, which is a special line that she collaborated with professional wrestler Ashley Sabera. And this is DJ's favorite lip gloss. And it's almost, so I'm going to apply just a little to the center, okay? So that helps to give a little more radiance. If you look, this lip color is really pretty. It's almost kind of frosty, holographic. And so if I just add just a little bit of that to the center of my lip color, it will help to give a little more radiance to my lips and also make them look fuller. We got our makeup on for today. You guys like everything? Thumbs up to everybody. Have a good one.